But like always, we got some Anthem. I mean, this game is kind of blowing up, man. It's really cool. Like Apex Legends, it's like, God, I fucking hate watching people play that game. The game is just stupid. It wouldn't be stupid, but there's like one map, and any game that is just any online game, it doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty to Halo, to freaking anything. If it's one map, it's fucking trash. I that just irks me. It's not actually trash. The game is whatever the game is, but it bothers me when there's just one map. But Apex Legends came out. Anthem is coming out. Anthem looks so damn good. People are comparing it to Destiny, but I can understand why simple people would compare it to Destiny, but it looks like something so much more. And it's really exciting to see. So let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. There's another trailer. Alright. Oh, that's some crazy looking shit right here. Ah, it's live. Okay, that's why it looked live. Or fuck you. All right, just. Dude, that looks sick.
Long ago,
Dude,
we were the slaves of the Urgoth.
That looks really cool.
And eventually, after much strife,
I love a movie like this.
we broke free. And so we made our walls high. And our convictions strong.
Yeah.
But there are many dangers. No one can survive out there on their own.
This is Chris, man. I'm down.
We found her last night in the jungle.
This looks cool, man.
They said she must have been out there for years.
It's not possible.
So this is something.
I always knew this day would come. A new beginning.
And we'll get your son back. You have my word.
And yet, new enemies would be forged. A line would be crossed.
That looked a little cheesy.
Things would never return to the way before.
That dude looks fucking sick.
Where?
I mean,
Look deeper. And you will see.
whoo!
Visions, Kelly. Your history. Your future.
This is wild, man. That dude's
Life
just gone.
unlived.
You backstabbing rat! You sold us out! I never should have trusted you! She's in the middle of it. That's not possible.
The anthem swims through your mind.
Ah, they got some real shit going on in this, like some real backstory.
It knows you.
Ah.
It knows us all.
I mean, alright. There's so many questions are going through my head. Anthem. So maybe it's not, maybe it's just not a real thing, which is fine. You know, but this is a lot of production, a lot of live action. How was it called? Conviction, an Anthem trailer. Alright. I mean, it's a lot of just stuff to put into a video game, which they're really banking on it, which is good because it would really be a shame for BioWare to go down because EA is just one of the worst developers. You know, their pay to win is not even what I'm talking about. Although that whole Star Wars pay-to-win thing was just a huge debacle. And last time I talked about EA, there's a lot of people that were just wrong, that were like, "What are you talking about? EA is the great blah blah blah." Those people keep their head in the sand. EA does a lot of things that is consumer not friendly. They just cut corners, they take advantage, and the experience of the people that buy their games aren't even the first 10 things they care about. The first 10 things that EA cares about is money and money, 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 and money, and money, 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 money. Money. That's the first 10 things, and how to get it. That's not really a personal opinion. That's just history of EA. They've bought and ruined so many companies because they bought a company and said, "Hey, we know you're known for doing something else. Make this." And they're like, "What?" And they can't deliver, and that company gets shut down. Everybody was really scared for BioWare because BioWare makes things like Knights of the Republic and Bioshock and things like that. And now they're like, "Hey, why don't you guys make a game that kind of resembles the storytelling that you guys love to do, but make it online, 4-person co-op, and, MOBA-esque, all the MMO-esque, not MOBA, MMO-esque kind of situational gunplay, physics, things of that nature, not just some fantasy single-player game. Go out and do this." And everybody's like, "Oh, well, that's the end of BioWare." And so far, with what I'm seeing here, is that hopefully not only did EA actually put enough of the resources behind BioWare, just gave them as much as they needed to make this game work, and maybe the other studios just couldn't deliver because it really wasn't their wheelhouse. It doesn't matter how many people in the original Bethesda or BioWare left. This BioWare in general, I believe, can always, crank out a game. Even if it's one they're not familiar with, I believe they can do so and win and do a good job. Some of those other companies, they just couldn't do that. And that's not their fault. They were just bought by a bunch of morons. And BioWare is like, it looks like they're saying, "We're not going out without a fight. We're going to make this game. It's going to be badass." And with this trailer, this was a lot of money, it seemed like, behind this trailer. Live action and special effects. And I have faith that this will last. I don't care if this is similar to what fuck other game it is. Give a shit about other games. All I care is about this one. If I give a fuck about Destiny or any other game that, Destiny it's not the one that this is copying, because Destiny is just kind of a combination of the people that made Call of Duty and Halo. They just made Destiny together. And you can obviously see the similarities from all those other games that was put into Destiny, because every game developer isn't just the same people from start to finish. The people that are in Activision and Bungie and whoever else made Destiny worked on a million other games. So they take those experiences and they put them in the game that they're making now. So when people are like, "Destiny is its own thing, it's blah, 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 blah," it's like, you're an idiot, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what you're talking about. People have worked at other developers before, and they put what they know and what they love into their own game. So Destiny is, if you want to take it at the surface level, it's pretty by itself-ish. But if you really look at all the mechanics and all that stuff like that, it's been done a million times before Destiny did. Just the MMO light that they added on top of it. They just sprinkled on top like it was some holiday-styled latte, with a little pumpkin spice on top as the MMO flavor. And when you look at the game Destiny as a core, you go, yeah, it has the mechanics and the thought and all this from the people that worked on this game and that game and this game over there, a little bit over there. And Anthem is no different. They just taken from what they experienced, or BioWare has whatever they have as far as employees that have worked on whatever games they've worked on, but at the core they have the difference between BioWare and say Bungie and Activision and everybody that made Destiny. The difference is that BioWare has their own thing, which is not a first-person shooter thing. Unlike Activision and Bungie and Treyarch and all the other people that make FPSs out there, where they may be leaving or getting fired and working over at the people that are doing Destiny or whatever, it doesn't matter how many of those people come over to BioWare. BioWare still has their core, which is a single player, offline, adventure style game. And they were like, let's just do what we can do. And they made this, which to me screams more authenticity than the others. Because I feel like the others, as we as game players are in the genre of FPS or RPGs or top-down strategy, whatever, the people that, Activision Bungie, a lot of the people that go work with them are also in their own little genres that they stick with. And BioWare was a company that did something over here that was then bought and thrusted into another genre that they don't do. That's why I say this is more unique. Because the people that make it, the heads of the people, and the desire of the games they want to make, normally wouldn't be something like this. But this is what happened. They did it all in. They did a good job. It looks incredible. And if this trailer is anything that, to speculate towards, and seeing Twitch, people playing it and loving it, even over Apex, which is a huge hit on Twitch, there's still people that are playing the betas and the alphas or whatever of Anthem over Apex. Not everybody, some. Some people that were like really into Apex are like, nah, I'm checking out Anthem. And that's an awesome thing. That's a good thing. Anthem should succeed. For anybody that's like really comparing this to Destiny, they are pretty damn different games, just deep down. It is kind of like a post-apocalyptic, pre-civilization kind of feel, which is the world ended and now they're all kind of building back up, which is definitely the vibe that Destiny had or has when it first came out. Destiny 1 and Russia and all that garbage that just looked like a shit world, not designed wise, but just a shit life to live. This is like, I don't even know if this is fucking Earth anymore. If anything, this reminds me more of fucking Avatar, going to another fucking world and doing their own goddamn things. Who even knows that this is still Earth? And if it is, it looks so different. It looks so fantasy based. And that's the other thing. Destiny, although it has all that stuff to it, its fantasies, to me, is more like alien invasion. This looks more like, not medieval fantasy, but that kind of fantasy with dragons, but they're monsters, right? If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. One looks like Space Invaders, aliens, and the other looks like mystical creatures. And I'm all for mystical over aliens. I love alien stuff, but mystical first. Oh, my mouth is dry. That was good and refreshing. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And if you like the video, like the content, you can always like, subscribe, and share. Remember, it's completely up to you. I do appreciate it, though. It does help me out. If you want to leave a comment, even an ignorant one, talking about blah, blah, who cares, I'd love to see all the comments. For anybody that agrees or disagrees, whatever, leave it down below, and I'll check it out. Just try to be somewhat respectful. Don't let your ignorance be a hate comment in my comment section because you're wrong about something. What I said was not really an opinion. It's just kind of based off of facts and history and kind of, that is what Destiny's kind of based off of, and this is what Anthem's kind of based off of. It's not really an opinion. That's just kind of what we've been presented. So if you disagree, then you disagree with just kind of the facts of what reality may be as far as these games are concerned. Later. I'll see you on whatever I'm doing next.